China supports the initiative of the United Kingdom, Denmark, France, Greece, and Slovenia to convene this meeting. We thank Assistant Secretary General Chiari and Mr. Rajasingham for their briefings. The Gaza conflict has dragged on for 22 months, causing the deaths of more than 61,000 Gaza residents and creating an unprecedented humanitarian disaster. The international community has repeatedly called for a ceasefire in Gaza, but worryingly, the situation is continuing to develop in an even more dangerous direction. In the face of the current urgent situation, the international community, including the Security Council, must take all necessary actions before an even greater disaster occurs. I have 4 points. First, we must resolutely oppose any attempt to occupy Gaza. Recently, Israel's Security Cabinet approved a plan to take over Gaza, and China expresses its serious concern over this. We urge Israel to immediately halt these dangerous moves. Gaza belongs to the Palestinian people and is an inseparable part of Palestinian territory. Any action that changes Gaza's population and territorial structure must be firmly resisted. Second, we must abandon the illusion of might makes right. Military means are not the way to solve the problem. An immediate ceasefire is the right way to save lives and secure the release of hostages. Continuing to escalate military offensives against Gaza will only cause more killings and deaths. We have also noted that achieving an immediate ceasefire and allowing hostages to return home as soon as possible is also the hope of the vast majority of Israeli citizens and the families of hostages. The Israeli government should heed the calls of the international community and its own people, immediately cease actions that escalate tensions, and stop its military operations against Gaza. Countries with significant influence over the parties concerned should adopt a fair and responsible attitude and take concrete actions to promote a ceasefire. Third, we must alleviate the humanitarian disaster in Gaza. Gaza is already on the brink of famine, with nearly 200 people having died from hunger. Israel continues to issue mandatory evacuation orders covering more than 87% of Gaza's territory, causing more than 1.9 million people to be repeatedly displaced. The lives of 2 million Gaza residents must not become the price of war. The weaponization of humanitarian supplies is unacceptable. Collective punishment of Gaza residents is unacceptable. Attacks on civilians and humanitarian workers searching for supplies are unacceptable. Israel must fulfill its obligations under international humanitarian law as an occupying power, open all border crossings, lift restrictions on the entry of supplies, ensure large-scale, rapid, and safe delivery of humanitarian supplies into Gaza, and support the United Nations in carrying out relief efforts in accordance with humanitarian principles. Fourth, we must revive the prospects of the two-state solution. Implementing the two-state solution is the only feasible way to resolve the Palestinian issue and achieve peaceful coexistence between Palestine and Israel. Last week, a high-level meeting was held to implement the two-state solution, sending out a strong call of support for it. The international community should maintain this positive momentum, increase efforts to advance the political process for the two-state solution, and jointly oppose any unilateral actions that undermine the foundation of the two-state solution. China will continue to work with the international community to help extinguish the flames of war in Gaza, ease the humanitarian disaster, implement the two-state solution, and ultimately achieve a comprehensive, just, and lasting resolution to the Palestinian issue.